felt pretty healthy. We ate right, we were holistic, we didn't really live in the doctor world. Um, but when COVID hit, it really sent me down some other rabbit holes, seeking out, you know, really strong modalities, even more holistic minded, because I just really wanted to keep us out of the medical field. And even though you can't tell by looking at him, there is an age difference here. And I wanted to make sure he stayed young. And what's funny, coming from the real estate world in appraisal language, when you appraise a house, there's conditional age and actual age. And so his conditional age was amazing. He seemed way younger than me. I was worried about how old I felt, but at the same time, I knew he had an actual age. And I'm like, we got to keep you young and we got to get me younger because I felt really old for my age. So now I know that's called a biological age and you can actually have your blood tested for it. But so going down these rabbit holes, a friend of mine from high school had told me about Honey and Ron, about Ron's talent. And I just loved that whole concept that he could like scan you and anything he found, he had a holistic remedy for, herbs or Chinese medicine or whatever it was going to be. So I got really obsessed with that. And so we followed up on that. And then Honey kept telling me, you gotta look up David Schmidt. You gotta look up David Schmidt on YouTube. So I finally did. I was walking my dog and I just found a video of him and started playing it and I just stopped in my tracks. I was like, I cannot believe this technology exists. I was kind of surprised it hadn't been shut down. I should say that, but it was just so beyond miraculous to me. And David, he just like blew my mind. He was so humble and so tuned into God, and it was so divine. And so right then and there, I ordered the patches and put us on monthly subscription or monthly subscription order. And as soon as Michael got home, I told him what I found and what was coming. And
No idea.
yeah, like this, you can increase your stem cells. And I knew that was significant because I had a very wealthy client who flew a long way and spent hundreds of thousands of dollars doing stem cells. So I had an idea of what stem cells do, but I never wanted to inject somebody else's. I didn't, there was a lot of problems I had with that concept. So when David's like, you can make your own, I just couldn't believe what I was watching. So we ordered them right away and started wearing them right away. They landed on our doorstep and we put them on the back of our neck like the pamphlet said. And ironically, that day I was having a very severe bloody nose. They had started about 12 months prior, just randomly, nothing I'd ever had in my life. I'd had brain MRIs for aneurysms because they would last 3 or 4 hours and it's very debilitating because you're just like this. And if I was out or driving, so so I started just kind of staying home. I mean, it affected a lot of things. And luckily, no aneurysm, so there was no reason for it, but there was also no stopping it. And then, so ironically, the day we put the patches on was the last bloody nose I ever had. So,
Wow.
moving forward weeks and months, I'm like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't have a bloody nose. And then, so to make a long list short, I had hip bursitis pain, couldn't sleep on my right hip. That went away, sleep through the night, hip doesn't wake me up. I had lower back pain. The chiropractor said it's very advanced for someone your age. I was in her office weekly, acupuncture, massage, back pain went away. I think I saw the chiropractor one time at about 2 months of starting the patches. Then I went back for like maintenance a year ago to tell her, look at
That's
this. But I had nerve damage in my fingers that was very painful, gripping anything. That went away. I had severe allergies. Those went away. And when I saw David talking about this technology, I just thought, oh, it's going to stop us from getting worse. Like I had no idea that it would be restorative, preventative, and
right.
reversing. It just, the more you learn, the more blown away you are. And also lost about 20 to 25 pounds in hormonal weight that I ate healthy, drank a gallon of water a day. I did all the things. It just didn't come off. And when we added SP6,
Yeah.
that is when the weight came off. And there's even more on the list, but I'll stop. I was also concerned because Michael was on prescriptions and I so badly wanted him off of those. And that was another motivation for me.
Yeah.
And will lead into his list. Now, we are so grateful.
I got a funny story that we had some friends over, Scott and Gina, that had been patching a little less time than us. And Scott had said to me, he said, the floaters in my eyes are gone. And I'm going like, mine too. I look around, I go, mine too. And he goes, that ringing in my ear, tinnitus. He said, that's gone too. And I said, I concentrate on it. I go, mine too. So it's pretty funny.
You can see it blinking.
I didn't even notice it until Scott brought it up.
Yeah.
And then it was, wow. So that's why it should write things down, because we don't notice things that
Go away.
when they go away. But like Beth said, I was on prescription drugs for blood pressure and cholesterol, totally off of all prescriptions. Um,
Wow.
have been for a year and a half, or
Yeah,
almost two.
got off those within about 4 months.
Yeah. Um, and yeah,
Recently, your eye doctor?
yeah. Oh,
This is a big one.
I went to I wear monovision, one eye's reading and one's distance, right? Well, I had to go to get my contacts renewed, and I wasn't wearing the left one because I could see better without it for distance. So he has me take my contacts out, test my eyes, and he goes, "You're 20/20. What are you doing?" I showed him his little patch, and I said, and my floaters are and my eyes are gone. So he puts that machine back up to my eyes and he looks at him and he goes, they are gone. What are you doing? I showed him the patch again. So, it's pretty funny.
Wow.
So, anyway, we gave him some information on it naturally.
Yeah.
And I too have lost,
20
over
to
20
25.
pounds,
Yeah,
20
like
to 25.
25
Wow.
Yeah.
that we could not get off before
Oh,
patching.
one last thing. I had, my left knee bothered me when it never bothered me just walking, but when you're speed walking or running, my left knee would bother me. And I had surgery on it, that orthoscopic surgery for torn meniscus,
Years ago.
years and years ago. But so it's always bothered me if I did that speed, but that went away with the patches as well. So I can run, I can do
You
anything.
could take a normal fast walk.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Beth, correct me if I'm wrong, but one patch nosebleed went away, so officially a one patch wonder.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you claim that title.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
Even though it
And,
had to
and
be in hindsight.
right, and to think how it was before, and you thought it was going to just not get any worse. I have no idea you had all that going on, and throwing another 20 pounds. Yeah, that's
I don't know where
golly.
she put it.
And if you knew me, you wouldn't have known I had all that going on. Like my clients didn't know, I'm always happy, upbeat, and you
Yeah, oh,
live,
I know that.
Yeah.
right? But
And
it's
over
like,
what period of time? Over 6 months? Over a year? A little bit? Do you?
for me, it was about 6 months, and I was
Uh,
59 when I started patching. So it was kind of like right on track. I started with just the X39 because the video that I stumbled onto with David was about X39.
Right.
And then I think it was after talking to you, actually, Gary, when we got your information. I think we added Eon then. And then it was about the third month we added SP6, and that's really when the weight started coming off. And
Okay.
then by 4 or 5 months, we started wearing absolutely every patch. And I think by 6 months, everything on the list I shared tonight was checked off.
Thank you for watching. And to learn more about this amazing technology, please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.